Hello and welcome to Carol Nash Inside Bikes. We are having a bit of a celebration here with this, the new Burgman 125, and the celebration is that the Burgman range has been around for 25 years now, since 1998 when Burgman's 250 and 400 were launched. But what we have now is this 125 and a 400. So today we have been riding the new 125 version. This is brand new, it's top of the range 125 scooter from Suzuki. What the Burgman has over the Avennis and Address is that it has slightly more sophisticated engine. The basic engine is the same, don't get me wrong, it's still a 125 air-cooled basic stuff, but this one has a brand new stop-start system, which is really handy in town actually. It's a technology that Suzuki has borrowed from their cars, and it works as you expect. You stop, the engine stops, and then you twist the throttle and it starts again. And it starts very quickly. It's very usable in town. Very, very nice to use. You can switch it off if you like, but it's a nice way of saving a little extra bit of fuel. Another technology that this bike has is the silent start system. Now I'll be honest, I've never been bothered by the noisy start of a scooter in the past, but it's a new thing. So if you like silently starting engines, then this is it for you. Now in terms of where this bike is in the market, it's available now and it's priced at £3,000. That's a very competitive price if you look at the competition. Some other scooters, Chinese scooters, can be purchased for less, but if you look at the Japanese models, the Honda PCX being the class leading one, that costs 3,600. So this £3,000 price tag is very competitive, and for that price you get a lot. You get a Suzuki which is really well built. It runs on two 12-inch wheels, so it has small wheels, and you get a lot of room on the bike. It's a fairly big scooter. It's slightly longer, wider, taller than the Avennis and the Address. It's a very comfortable place to be. It's supposed to be the elegant luxury scooter in the Suzuki 125 range, and it really hits that mark quite nicely. There's an LCD screen that looks really good. There's not really much else in terms of technology here. It is what it is. It's a twist and go 125. Power figures are, on paper, they're fairly modest. Even for a 125, it doesn't hit the 11 kilowatts maximum limit. It has just over 6 kilowatts power, but that doesn't make it a sluggish scooter at all. Especially in town, it picks up speed really quickly. It's very, very nimble too, so for city riding, it is absolutely bang on. It feels very light. It's 112 kilos wet, and the steering angle is brilliant. It's fairly high in terms of ground clearance as well, 160 mil. So you get that real city agility that you want from a scooter like this. It's really brilliant to ride. As you get out of the city, as you would expect with a 125, you have some limitations there. Top speeds that I saw on the Speedo today were sort of between 60 and 65. You can't really get any faster than that, certainly not with my weight on it. A smaller rider might get a bit more, but that's not really what it's all about. It's not a touring scooter, but for short stretches of A roads, even dual carriageways, you're all right. In terms of capacity, one of the things that scooters are always great for, this has a 21.5 litre storage space under the seat, and there's an accessory top box that you can add, which adds 27 litres. Talking about accessories, you can also get heated grips if you wish, and that will make it just a little bit more winter ready, if you like. So in terms of luggage space and handy little bits, you have the under-seat storage, which I mentioned, but you also have hooks for your shopping. A couple of bits there that you can put shopping bags in between your legs if you fill the under-seats area. There's also a USB port in the glove box, and there's an anti-theft device in the ignition, so it's pretty good for city shopping. So in terms of equipment, you get a center stand standard, which is a nice touch, especially at this price point. The suspension is all right, it's not the best ever, but it's perfectly good for a 125. The acceleration is pretty rapid from an engine that doesn't have an awful lot of oomph, and the general feel of the scooter is very, very pleasant. It's agile in town, and it still maintains that stability on the open road. When you're riding at sort of 60 miles an hour, it still feels quite planted and nice. The scooter is a very frugal one. You may be riding it with the throttle flat out, but you have a 5.5 litre tank, which with the very, very frugal fuel consumption gives you about 180 mile radius. So I saw on the dash it had 112 miles per gallon, which was after riding quite spiritedly. Definitely not going to drink a lot of juice. So yeah, if you're after a city scooter that can do a little bit more of the open road as well, this is definitely worth a look, and especially at this price, it's certainly a contender in the 125 maxi scooter market. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more on Carol Nash Inside Bikes.